Okay, like I won't be forgotten on my birthday.
We were scared.
I'm going back to Lock Life. This is a very male-centered friend.
Period.
Good morning, y'all. It's actually 11:30. It's about to not be morning anymore, but as you can see, I just got up. I sound like I just woke up, and that's because I haven't spoken since I got out of bed. Today, I'm getting back on track. Granted, I should have woke up, like I should have started that yesterday, but it doesn't matter. As long as you start and you take the action, that's what matters. Not the day, not the time. Probably like a week ago, I was on day 15 of 75 hard, and then my period came and it messed me up. I don't want to restart 75 hard until after my birthday, which is like next week, which is crazy. But I do want to get back into the rhythm of like reading every day, stretching, practicing my Japanese. Right now, my stomach is screaming, so we're gonna make breakfast. Let's make an omelet. I made an omelet the other day and it came out so nice, so let's make another one. I don't have all the right ingredients. In fact, I literally only have egg, spinach, and cheese, but you know how much of a privilege that is? Like, why would I complain about having egg, spinach, and cheese? You know how much cheese used to cost back in the day? Yeah, exactly. So anyway, if you watched my last video, you know, like this year is all about building to last. We're building systems, we're building discipline, we're building character, all that good stuff. And I do have like more specific goals than what I shared in the last video. What I shared in the last video was more like general, and then I have like 2 to 3 goals under each of those general identities that I told y'all about. For the health identity, y'all know I want to be someone that gets sleep when they're supposed to, nurtures her body, and works out. And so that includes eating enough during the day. I definitely am somebody that will skip a meal or two, and I will wait until 5 p.m. to actually eat. And not because I'm not hungry, but sometimes I will go so long without eating during the day that my freaking body will hit flow state and be like, okay, you don't need to eat, girl. Just keep doing what you're doing. I don't have any more napkins. Also, can we talk about being sad on your birthday? So I told y'all my birthday is next week, literally. Let's be more specific. Where's my phone? Okay, no, just kidding. Just kidding. My birthday is not next week. It's the week after, but it's on Monday. So technically, like, why is my birthday on a Monday? That's so gross, but boom, birthday. Period. I am determined to not be sad on my birthday. Here's my dilemma. And you know what, Lord, you can do a lot in a week. So like, I don't want to limit you. I'm just expressing my opinion right now. So like for the past 3 years, 4? No, 3. I've been traveling alone for my birthday because it got to a point, I think I was like 23, 24, where I realized that everyone disappoints me on my birthday. And honestly, some people don't disappoint me on purpose. I don't know what the science is behind like us having these super high expectations, and just, it's not even that I expect a lot out of people. I just at least expect people to be considerate to me on my birthday. And like, I found that that doesn't happen, or people just find a way to piss me off. I don't know, like I think because of having half-assy friends for so long, or just like friends that don't really, you know, when you just want to have a nice birthday, so you start inviting people that really don't need to be there. And I did that for a while, and so like I'm just kind of used to feeling like I'm on my birthday, I'm surrounded by people that don't really care about me. They're just here to like check off a box for the day, or because they feel guilty if they don't come. The feeling of having friends that you feel like aren't as much as a friend as they could be. Now we can get to talking about like how much of a friend I've been and all that other stuff, because that is a valid conversation. Another very vivid crying birthday memory that I have is in high school. I was in 9th grade. And you know, like when you would go to school and people whose birthday it was, you would know it's their birthday because they had a bunch of balloons or gifts. So it was my birthday. I had this friend who was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring you balloons. Mind you, I didn't ask her to do this. I didn't ask her to do this. She, unprovoked, was just like, I'm gonna bring you balloons and da 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 da, just the whole thing. So like, unfortunately, I went home the next day with that expectation, like, okay, like I won't be forgotten on my birthday. Like someone's gonna do something for me. Me and this friend usually meet at a certain spot for lunch. And I remember I was already like very sad and annoyed that day. So I went to our meeting spot for lunch. She wasn't there. I looked for her somewhere else. She wasn't there. And I pretty much spent lunch looking for her. So I'm like, whatever. I go back up to our meeting spot and there she is. And she's holding one singular balloon. Now I know that sounds like that sounds like such a first world problem to be upset, but like she was holding one singular balloon after like making me think that she was gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't say that if you're not gonna do that. Hello? Mind you, I don't smile, I don't react because I'm trying not to cry. So I'm like, where were you? And she's like, oh, I went to go something, something. And in my head, I'm like, so you didn't tell me that you were, like, you could have texted me, you could have told me, you know what I mean? And I just remember being so annoyed, but she was kind of one of those people who can't read the room and like, whatever. So she was like, happy birthday. She gave me a hug and I just started crying. I just said, okay, whatever. I'm crying. I said, thank you for the balloon. I remember that next year I cried again. I was already just, again, sad on your birthday. And the fact that I had to spend my birthday at school was already sad enough. And that, again, no one cared that it was my birthday. Like, I didn't have friends that cared. Like, I had friends, but not like friends. I walk into dance, I'm already sad. One of my friends walks up to me and she's like, trying to just start a conversation, but she looks at my face and she's like, what's wrong? And I just start crying. Also, I'm not saying that I've had no fun birthdays. Like, as a kid, I definitely did. But I feel like as I got older, it started to feel less special, and especially because friendship dynamics change and you start to notice like, oh, some people really aren't your friends. But anyways, fast forward to like the most recent disappointment on my birthday I've had was, I can't remember if that was 2022 or 2023, but someone who claimed to be my best friend, who I've known since middle school, forgot my birthday. I made plans with her to go to this class on the day of my birthday at 7 p.m. I was like, here's the link, here's your ticket, da-da-da, did all that. This was week before my birthday. I asked her a couple of days before my birthday, did you buy your ticket? She says, no, I'm gonna buy it, da-da-da-da. My birthday comes, I don't hear from her. I didn't post on my story, I didn't make an Instagram post, I didn't tell anyone it was my birthday. So like, really the only people that told me happy birthday were the people that actually knew. Didn't hear from her all day. The time of the dance class comes. It was actually a pole dancing class. The time of the pole dancing class comes, I'm like, I'm gonna go by myself, whatever. Look at this perfect omelet, y'all. I really ate that. I go to the pole dancing class by myself, had a good time. That was like my first time doing a class alone. This is like where my era of doing things by myself started. That pole dancing class might've been like the first thing. And I remember I was so nervous. And then I realized, this is when I realized like doing things by yourself is not that serious. Everyone was by themselves except these two girls, these two women who seemed that they came together. Everyone else came alone. It's okay, no one knows that it's my birthday and I'm here by myself and that my friend was supposed to come with me. Class was at 7, I get home, I take a shower. My best friend says, is your birthday tomorrow? Right. So I was like, I'm not about to ruin my day with this right now. Like, I'm not responding to you. This looks so good. This is my omelet, guys. Get your protein in because summer, she's not that far away. It's winter right now. It's cold right now. It's 30 degrees right now. But summer's on the way and we need to get our calories in, okay? Period. I decided at like 9, 10 p.m. I don't know, it was late. I did it on purpose. And I said, my birthday's today. She's just basically like, I'm coming over. I'm gonna bring you something. Da, 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 da. I'm like, do not come to my house. And at that point, it was like just years of feeling disappointed on my birthday by people who call themselves my friends. I just genuinely, someone's calling me again, sorry. Oh my goodness, hi vlog. Just for a tiny bit of context, this is a very male-centered friend. If you've had a male-centered friend, you understand how they put men before you, even men who weren't there before you. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is the tiny bit of context I'm gonna give you guys for why this was so very extremely disappointing and sad. I still love this person. I hope the best for her. We're not friends anymore, but we're not friends because of this. I forgave her. But anyway, I understand like everyone has their own lives and da-da-da, but honestly, that's not a good enough excuse for me. That day is when I was just thinking, people don't really with you the way you with them. I hear a knock at my door. My heart drops into my gut because I'm like, I'm not about to cry. I'm not about to cry today. I opened my door. I said hi. I barely made eye contact to her. Like the guilt on her face almost made me cry in itself. She handed me like this huge thing of balloons and a card. I said, thank you. I took it. Mind you, this is not me trying to be ungrateful. This is literally me focusing on not crying. I wasn't thinking about anything else other than don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. I grabbed the items. I said, good night. And I closed the door. And I felt so bad. Why am I feeling bad? You know what I mean? But I did. And so like, it made me want to cry more because I felt like, oh gosh, that was so mean. But it wasn't mean. It was very valid. Anyways, I take the stuff, I run to my room, and I start crying. I forgave her. I remember we talked about it. She told me why she forgot and all that stuff. And I don't know, I just like, in my heart of hearts, I really did feel like cutting off your friend of so many years because they forgot your birthday is just not good enough. But as an adult, I do now know that it's deeper than that. It's deeper than you forgot my birthday, especially in such a layered friendship. And so whatever, I forgave her. This is just for context of how like I'm used to just being disappointed and just villainized on my birthday. Like, fast forward to the birthdays after that, I have been going on solo trips. Staycation in Florida I did for my birthday. Then I did a solo trip to New York for my birthday. And then this past year I did a solo trip to Colombia for my birthday. Solo trips are so fun. You get to do whatever you want. You don't have to worry about anyone disappointing you. It's just you. But also, I think it's just me escaping even the possibility of someone disappointing me. I don't have to see you, I don't have to be around you, I don't expect nothing from you. This trip is for me. Like emotionally, I'm a little sad because it's just not smart for me to go on a solo trip right now with me moving out and having all these new expenses and just like being very transparent, like, girl, I don't have it to go on a trip. Like I could have it, but I wouldn't like actually have it, if you get what I'm saying. Instant gratification feels great in the moment, but after the fact, when you come back from that trip and you see everything that you did, you're like, damn, why'd I do that? So I don't want that. I don't want to come back from my birthday trip sad because I put this financial burden on myself. There's no like trauma or memories associated with my birthday here, but just like the fact that I can't be on a trip and just get lost in my own agenda is unfortunate. And so, with that being said, because we're always gonna end on a positive note, that's something that I really wanna do. Like, I know it sounds corny and cliche of like, oh, be positive, but like, seriously, be positive. Regardless of if I travel or not, I'm determined to make this birthday at least something. Also, I'm turning 28, like to me, that's not a big deal. It's like, okay, girl, 28, you closer to 30, whoop-de-doo. But I do think that I should have fun. I've been yapping for long enough, y'all. But yeah, that is the story of my birthday. I don't know, are you sad on your birthday? Like, do you get sad? Do you cry? Like, what is that about? And it's also like, is the word dichotomy? I don't know. The dichotomy of like crying on your birthday and then sometimes during your birthday, you're also happy. Just that shows you that happiness and sadness can coexist and it doesn't invalidate the other. It's not about giving me what I want and making it about me and da-da-da, but it's like, just show me that you actually care. Don't fake it. Let me finish my omelet because it's getting cold.
Uh-oh.
Would melt easier. Open.
How was I to know you changed my mind? How was I to know? Oh, how was I to know you feel so right?
You're gonna make it, so then you know how to make it.
Okay.
Okay. So the first thing you're gonna do
is wash your hands.
Yes, actually.
Wash your
I already washed my hands.
Okay, 4 bananas. This is one loaf, right? This whole thing.
Yes.
4 bananas.
4 bananas. I washed it before I came here, but if you wanna wash it again, you can.
I'm just trying to beat these bananas up.
Just to brown them.
Throw them in, like.
Throw them in, and you just start smashing them.
Okay.
They have like a clump consistency. Then when it's all smashed, you're gonna add the butter and the brown sugar together.
I actually have this masher from. I don't know what this came with.
Wait, that's so nice.
It came with my not blender, my juicer.
Wait, I've been using old school. I need to get a masher too.
Wait, what's old school with the fork?
The fork. I struggle with butter. You're gonna take credit for all this.
No, my teacher has to get some.
Absolutely not. So we need to do half a cup of brown sugar and 1/4 of a cup of it as well. So in total, terrible amount. So you're not gonna do the full. So that's gonna give it that nice sweetness that we want. That's why I usually bring my half cup, but I couldn't find it. I used it yesterday too.
My next thing I gotta make is carrot cake.
Oh, I can make a carrot cake.
I love.
We should make one together.
I
would say absolutely.
Brown sugar.
Period.
And mix.
So not yet. So we're gonna add the butter. Listen, we're almost there. So we're gonna add the butter.
How much butter was that?
That was 1 stick. So half a cup of butter.
1 stick, half a cup of butter.
And you're gonna mix that together.
This doesn't require eggs, does it?
It does.
Okay.
2 eggs.
Wait, yeah, you're right.
We got eggs, guys. Look how nice it looks.
Yum. Ooh.
You're a pro already at this.
It smells good. You didn't bring cinnamon, right? But you
I sure did.
Okay.
Where's my cinnamon? Ah!
Is it there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever feels right to your heart. Whatever feels right to your heart. Girl. Whatever you feel, whatever you think like it's gonna be a nice little like when
I don't know like how powerful vanilla is, so that's why I don't know.
I mean, speaking, there's never too much. Period. That's exactly what we needed.
It smells so good.
Girl, and your house is gonna smell so good right when we start like baking it.
2 eggs.
Make sure that you don't crack anything inside the shells. Perfect.
I'll eventually get my baker's egg crack at some point, but right now
Listen, that's pretty good.
we're doing it this way.
That's how I do it, girl.
2. By the way, you guys, Vanessa's Dominican, so like we trust this recipe.
Oh my goodness, you should put in the background the little like bo.
Do the dance, and I'll put it. Do you know why they put salt in sugary things?
Yes.
What do?
So salt is actually gonna bring up the flavors of the sugar and all the flavors into. That's perfect. And all the flavors into the batter. If you don't have salt, it's not gonna bring it up, so it's gonna not be as strong.
Okay, good to know.
Nutrition 101. With this cinnamon, I just kind of like go into it.
I feel like cinnamon is another one of those things that you just don't measure.
You just don't. I just kind of just eyeball it.
There's something about the work that you have to put into the dish that makes it better, you know?
Exactly. You know, the sweat. Just gives that little taste to it.
Baking soda time.
1 teaspoon.
Just 1?
Yes, ma'am. You're so aesthetic. You're so cute. I love the music in the background. We should have been started with that.
We do.
We're having
I forgot.
such a vibe. It's okay. So I got the nice kind of juice. This is the good. What we do, I do end up adding more at the. So now it's the pouring. A lot of it. Wow. You need to zoom in that. So, it's ready. That's gonna be perfect. Guys, she. Yeah, put your hands. Oh, cute. Demure. Usually it takes me like 55, but
Okay.
I do 40 minutes because I want to see how it's baking.
Is that the flour?
What is that?
I know what you're saying. I think it's the flour.
I still have hope.
Yo, use the wrong flour.
Do you hear that? Bean flour.
I was about to say,
I feel like it might taste better.
because I feel like this doesn't taste that bad. Like it tastes different than what I made, but It's just like a little off, but that uncooked was off. That was.
You know, it looks so nice though.
It does.
That's done. What? That looks amazing. I just don't understand. Oh wait, how do you do that?
This little thing you
That's
push
so
forward.
cool. We gotta cheers. We gotta. Okay, so it's spongy, so it's not giving gluten free. Okay, cheers. Oh.
I don't even taste. Why did it taste so bad?
No, that thing tastes disgusting.
Why did it taste so bad when we had we had the dough was so.
It's good.
Like, this would
I think
nice.
it's good. I think it's good on sweetness
It's
for
good.
me, but I just don't like sweet banana bread though.
Yeah, this would be nice with like tea or something.
Matcha.
Okay. Woo! We were scared. Woo, y'all. If it was nasty, no, it wasn't seen.
Then we're gonna eat it anyways.
Hello, my friends. Today is Tuesday, and I'm about to get ready to film, so I'm gonna do my makeup. I had an extremely slow morning because it's that time of the month, and I never force myself to get out of bed. I woke up at 8 o'clock, which is like when my alarm goes off. I like closed my eyes more, but I couldn't fall asleep because I was hot. That's like probably the worst part about it. Like just being, wait, what am I doing? I actually woke up at 6 a.m. and I had cramps. But other than that, I have not felt anything. I really hope it stays that way, Lord, please. And then this morning with my breakfast, I was doing a little bit of Japan planning. As you guys know, I want to go back to Japan this year. And I really want to be intentional about the places I go to a certain extent, because honestly, something that I didn't realize until I got there in Japan is that you're gonna want to explore like aimlessly. It's so easy to just aimlessly explore, and it's actually very fun. And a lot of the places where I ate at, I can't even tell y'all because it was random. I should have wrote it down, but it was just so random. So I do want to leave room for. Today I decided to start phase 1 of the planning process, which is researching where you want to go, what cities you want to visit, and things you want to do. I didn't start with things to do quite yet. I just started with cities, and I really want to visit cities that obviously I haven't been to, but also you hear a lot about Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. I want to travel to those places again because they were amazing, but to different places too. So I'm just doing research about the different islands, and just there's so much. So I started that this morning with a little research, and I made a list of cities that I want to at least look into. So that's gonna give me somewhere to start for the next planning day I do. And I honestly love planning trips. It's really fun. I think 2024 was the most I ever traveled, and doing that so many times, especially when it comes to traveling alone, as a woman, you're just more, at least I'm just more intentional about everything. And so it's made me not only really good at planning, but it's genuinely so fun. So, but now it's 1:20. So I need to get my day started. I actually have quite a bit to do. I want to film for Instagram. Obviously I'm vlogging right now, and then I have some UGC that is due tomorrow. So I need to film that. I feel like every time I do my makeup, I don't even tell y'all anymore because it's the same exact thing every time. But I did restock while I was here in Charlotte. I restocked, I'm saying while I was here in Charlotte, like I literally live here. I think I'm trying to like process that. But when I moved to Charlotte, I had my old one. But I recently went to the mall and bought this one is what I'm trying to say. Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. Y'all know if you've been here, this is all I use. I don't use foundation. I do use this concealer though. This LA girl, everybody know her. But I ran out of my old one that I brought here from home, and that lasted me so long. I don't know if it's just because I don't use a lot or because I don't wear makeup as often as I think, but this thing lasted me 2 years. Finally ran out, and then when I went to go repurchase it, they changed the entire color system. Like they didn't even have the color I had. So I had to like have the lady translate or whatever you call it for me into the new color. So my new shade is called 5 in Clay. I'm assuming that's neutral, which is interesting because I don't know, I always thought I had like a reddish or maybe yellow undertone. But I don't know, this is neutral because the colors before and after it just didn't match as well as this one in terms of my face. Like my face is darker than my chest. Obviously that's for most people because the sun hits our face more than it hits our chest. So if I were to get a color that matched my neck, I feel like I would look like I'm trying to be light skinned. I don't know. I feel like I would rather just match my face than match my neck. I don't know if it's the lemon water or just obviously me having a better diet, but my skin has been like glowing a little differently, which is so nice. I feel like my skin has been glowing, but she's still shedding. Like the new skin, the old skin is still like coming off and peeling and doing all type of stuff. But in terms of the radiance of it, I can tell that my skin is changing in a good way. I was going to an esthetician here in Charlotte, but y'all, like we talked about yesterday, I'm trying to be smart about my money habits until I can afford all these different things I'm trying to do. And I know God will provide, but if you ever gotten chemical peels on a monthly basis on top of the products that you're supposed to be using, it is so expensive. Like skincare is so expensive if you have sensitive skin, acne prone skin, hormonal imbalance, like just anything besides your regular, like, oh, just go buy some Neutrogena. Like, no, it's not that simple. So I figured the best that I can do is to eat well, get sleep, and drink water. And I think already with me doing that, I'm seeing a difference in my skin. I just need that extra boost, that chemical effect, like chemical peels and stuff, to get those dark spots lightened and the dead skin off. Because last year when I was really investing in my skin, that's what I was doing. And if I can find a picture, I'll put it up for y'all. That was the clearest I've ever seen my skin, the most radiant, glowy, even skin tone I've ever had since middle school, which is when I started getting like acne and stuff. So I know it's possible. It's just like, unfortunately, when my esthetician moved away, I kind of went back to my old ways, like eating not that well. And then the products were just like, okay, well, I don't want to buy the products if I can't get the chemical peels. And it was a lot. So anyways, at least here, I do have an esthetician I can go to. I just had to take a break because especially during Christmas time, not even Christmas, I didn't even buy anything for Christmas, but like the holiday time, and just, I had been here for 2 months, getting used to like budgeting and paying all these bills. And it really is an adjustment. I feel like people don't really talk about it a lot. It's kind of just like, oh yeah, I moved. But everyone, like no one talks about the adjustment it is to live with your family and then live by yourself. And then like the financial transition that means. And not to say people have to talk about it, because that's your business. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. But it's really like, I guess depending on who you are, it's a lot, like just balancing it all, at least for me. And so I just tell myself, okay, just slow down. You don't have to do everything at once, even though my skin is something that is important to me. But like, at least you know what you need to do, which is to eat better and be consistent with your health and stuff like that. So anywho, this is so super random, but everyone's talking about how like, okay, everyone is a stretch, but the internet is talking about the couple, the TikTok couple, Christy and is it Desmond? Honestly, the algorithm is so messy because every time I get on any platform, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, one of their reels pop up like from when they were together. And I never really watch their content. Like I know who they are when they first started blowing up, but I never see their content. And all of a sudden, now that they're like trending topic, the internet keeps showing me their videos. First of all, messy. Second of all, something that I noticed about the comments regarding the situation that happened with them is like people keep saying, how could he cheat on someone so beautiful? She's so pretty. And even like, and when anyone gets cheated on, that's always the question. Like, how could you cheat on Beyonce? How could you cheat on this person? How could you cheat on that person? And I just really want people to understand that cheating has little to do with beauty and looks. Like, beautiful people are not spread thin. Like, if that makes sense. Like, they're not hard to find. So I think like trying to equating it because to like, oh, how could you cheat on, as if ugly people should get cheated on. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it has nothing to do with looks. Like, unattractive people get cheated on too, by the way. But people are saying it as if like, oh, it makes sense that someone would get cheated on. But someone so beautiful like this, how could he cheat on someone so pretty? It's just such a interesting statement. But I think people think that that's what cheating means. Like, men are just, or even women, are walking around and they're seeing someone that looks attractive and they're like, oh, my girl or my man is not as nice. Let me go get that. That's rarely, I'm not gonna say never, but that's rarely what brings on cheating. First of all, we don't even know the situation. So we don't know. But my point is like, pretty girls get cheated on all the time. Unattractive people get cheated on too. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't like putting men in a box, but he's a man. Like, he's a man. Like, it's, hello. We need to actually get to the root of the problem, which is your lack of loyalty. Okay, your lack of loyalty, your lack of fear of God and the covenant you made with your wife, between you and God, and your lack of discipline. I just realized I gotta do my hair. I can't keep my hair like this. I don't even think I updated you guys about my hair, so I'm getting my dreads back. I'm going back to my previous state. So as you guys can see, these are my starters. I'm having some shrinkage right now, and plus I had it up in a ponytail, but I just cannot do loose naturalness. I got these in, I got these when I went home for Christmas. I just don't have the energy or the capacity to continue to detangle, wash, style. It's like, I want to just be able to wake up again, to do a little something, and my hair is ready to go. Like, I really miss that feeling. I also just miss the ease of having locks. I did get them smaller. Like, I hope they actually turn out smaller, but I did get more. So the first time I had about 90, I can't remember if it was 90 or 92. It was like some weird off number. It was like 89 or 92 or something. And this time around, my mom counted them for me, and I don't even remember what the number was, but it was 120 something. So I definitely have more. I think it was like 130 something actually. So I have more, but because my hair is so thick, I'm highly expecting my hair to still be somewhat, like my locks to still be somewhat big. Not big, but like medium, but I'm hoping they are small. Yeah, y'all, I'm going back to lock life because it's just so much better for my lifestyle. I also remember people telling me, like, out of all the hairstyles I've gotten, locks looks the best on me. My forehead is as big as ever, but my hair still looks good. So I'm gonna go film and I'm gonna catch up with y'all in a little bit.